It's not easy, no matter how someone makes it look. It's not easy to be gay in this society. It's not easy to be black in this society. It's not always easy to be a woman in our society and in this country. And recognizing that and doing something about it is what I hope for people to join in on that journey. My name's Nikki Geis, born and raised in San Diego. Currently teaching, I've actually been teaching for 12 years and also do motivational speaking. So being a part of the ADL has really connected me to issues that have always been important to me. So the fact that I get to teach and speak and be a part of anti-bias work is amazing.
My name's Natasha Salgado. I'm a senior at the University of San Diego. I'm a political science major, international relations, nonprofit, and peace and justice minor. I've been involved in kind of different aspects of the community. I think for me, the reason why I'm here is because I believe in community engagement. In my case personally, being a Latina, I'm a female, and how those two identities themselves have origination within the conversation of intersectionality.
If you picture like a Venn diagram that you have, I'll use myself as an example again. So being black, being a woman, and being gay. All three of those identities are minority groups in our society. So that piece of discrimination, okay, that a woman faces, name that list. Put it with the stereotypes that come with being a black woman, being loud, being ghetto, go down the list. With being gay, where many people still think I'm an abomination, I shouldn't be able to get married. So mix in how those connect. That's intersectionality. I live my life in intersectionality, basically, being black and a woman and gay. So where those intersect, the discrimination that comes in all of those pieces is intersectionality.
So within intersectionality, I think I have, within my understanding and my experiences with it, I feel like I've been a lot more open and a lot more capable of understanding why certain groups, why certain individuals, and why certain communities find themselves really advocating for what they need. I think it just allowed me to really better understand and be a lot more inclusive in my dialogue and the way that I approach things.
When I walk in places, people see me differently just by the virtue of the color of my skin. So that's privilege. It's that by you doing nothing, people automatically think of you as better than or ahead of or more educated than.
Everyone has some form of privilege. I think it's super important to make sure that we're not just identifying one certain group and having privilege. I know in many respects I have privilege within even the community that I come from. I have the privilege to go to school. I have the privilege to have grown up in a home that is socioeconomically middle class, good background.
Recognizing that it exists it has to be number one. And the people that need to recognize it are the people who are privileged. Living my life and watching discrimination play out against me and against other people, I had to decide at some point who I wanted to be. Am I going to continue to be silent, or do I choose to be the change I wish to see in the world? Because if you want the world to be more loving, which I wanted, then I had to be that. If I wanted the world to be more kind, then I had to be that. If I wanted people to stand up and speak up, then I got to do that myself. One of the things that is always tough for me to hear is when people think that these issues are a thing of the past. And so I think the biggest message that I have for other people is these issues, discrimination in general, is alive and well, unfortunately. And so if we don't talk about it, if we keep sweeping it under the rug like we've done forever, if we don't recognize that power and privilege exist, we will continue to go on this path of just continuing to have people discriminated against. So being willing to speak up and stand up and educate themselves. I mean, the easiest thing to do is to speak from our own perspective. That's simple. But to look at what other people's stories are and what they've had to go through, that's the way that people become educated. And it's how people gain compassion and empathy. And hopefully it's what steers them towards speaking up and standing up.